Hi, I'm Sylvia and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to speak about Jupiter transiting in Aries for the last 6 signs, which are Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. I've also made a video for Jupiter transiting in Aries for the first 6 signs. So in case you are interested to watch that video, I'm going to put a link in the description down below so you can access that video. And in that video I also spoke about what Jupiter in Aries is going to bring us on a collective level. Now, if you are a Libra rising or a Libra sun, then Jupiter in Aries is going to transit your 7th house. And Jupiter transiting your 7th house can actually be a very beneficial transit for you in case you have been searching, or you are single and you have been looking for a new relationship or a new partner. Actually, Jupiter in this house can bring you many opportunities in your love and in your relationships, and actually you will see that during this time you can attract multiple potential partners, and it can also mean that you will start a new relationship during this time, especially if there are other transits that support this, or there are other aspects that are happening in your progressed chart or in your solar arc chart. Now, if you are already in a relationship, this can actually mean that your relationship will go to the next level. For example, if you have been just dating with your boyfriend or girlfriend or partner, you can actually your relationship can become more serious, and actually this can mean that there's more commitment coming from your partner, but also from yourself. Or if you have already been in a long relationship, in a stable relationship, this can mean that during this period of time when Jupiter is transiting your 7th house, you can get engaged, or you can actually get married. Or there is another possibility, and I know a lot of people don't think about this, especially when we are speaking about Jupiter, because I know that Jupiter usually brings luck, joy, blessings, and so on and so forth. But actually, if you are already in a relationship, Jupiter transiting your 7th house can actually bring you a separation or a breakup. And I know this can be a bit shocking, but it's not really that shocking if you are in a relationship that doesn't grow, or it's the kind of relationship that doesn't bring you fulfillment or joy or happiness, or it's the type of relationship that doesn't help you grow as a person. So I've actually seen this in my practice. So even if I know you might say that, oh, Jupiter in transiting my 7th house is going to improve my already damaged or unfulfilled relationship, but it can also mean that it can bring you a separation. But even if it can be very painful for you, over time you will realize that this separation or this breakup actually has been will be a blessing in disguise, because Jupiter wants you to be happy. So Jupiter wants you to be single, or to work on yourself in order for you to find the right partner for you. So it really is a blessing in disguise. Now, the 7th house doesn't only rule over love relationships and committed love relationship. It also rules over close relationships in general. So during this period of time, you can make more friends, or you can find a person who will become your best friend, the kind of friend that will truly support you, and the type of friend who can be really loyal to you. So the kind of friend that it's very difficult to find, basically. So it's going to be the kind of friend that can bring you a good, healthy friendship, basically. It can be the kind of relationship that, or friendship, that it's very difficult to find, especially nowadays. And if you want to, for example, if you want to start a business, if you want to start a business with someone, or you are already in a business partnership, during this time, you will see that business partnership can contribute a lot to your financial gains, or to your financial returns in that business. Now, if you are a Scorpio rising or a Scorpio sun, then Jupiter is will go through your 6th house. So this means that if you have been dealing with health issues, this will be the right time. This is going to be the time when you can find a good doctor, or a good physician, or a good therapist, or you can find the cure or the right treatment. For example, like something holistic. And you will see that this is actually going to help you to improve your health. So Jupiter transiting your 7th house can mean that your health can be improved. However, in some cases, I've also seen that sometimes Jupiter transiting your 6th house can also mean that your health at least at first, is going to get worse. Especially if, for example, you have a bad diet or a bad nutrition, it is very possible that your health is going to worsen. And it is very important that during this time you change your lifestyle. Jupiter transiting your 6th house can help you change your lifestyle, get more active, get a better nutrition or a better diet. And I forgot to mention, Jupiter transiting your 6th house can mean that you can also gain weight. Or if you have been trying already to gain weight, if you're struggling with your weight, transiting Jupiter can bring you, it can help you lose weight. But as you can see, Jupiter transiting the 6th house can bring you good results regarding your health, and regarding even your weight, as long as you are willing to change your bad habits, basically, and your bad nutrition, for example, or if you're not an active person. Now, transiting Jupiter in the 6th house can also bring you some opportunities when it comes to your job. If you have been looking for a new job, especially if you would like to have a certain type of job, you have been always dreaming about a certain job, this can actually be the time when you can get that particular job that can bring you a lot of fulfillment. And if you are already working at a job, this can bring you, for example, a promotion, or it can bring you more opportunities, actually, or it can help you grow. You can get more, for example, more knowledge, during this period of time, which can help you at your workplace. Now, if you are a Sagittarius rising or a Sagittarius sun, then transiting Jupiter in Aries is going to go through your 5th house, the house of fun, love affairs, children, going out, and even casual sex. Now, if Jupiter is transiting this house, your fifth house, you will see that during this period of time, you will just have more fun than usual. You will go out more, you will party more, you will go at clubs more, or you can go to restaurants or to concerts, or you will just go to different parties. Basically, you will get more entertainment in your life. Now, Jupiter transiting in this house can also mean that it can bring you a love affair. If you are willing to have a love affair and you are already in a committed relationship, sometimes this can be the case. Or it can mean that you can have a lot of not really necessarily committed relationships, but just more, you will get more flirting. You will be more flirtatious. You can have more fun, let's say, in the love and sex department. Of course, if you are willing to do that. Now, if you really are willing to have more fun in love, when it comes to love and when it comes to sex, just be careful that Jupiter in the fifth house can bring you a pregnancy or a new child. So in case you don't want to have children, then just take the right measures not to get pregnant or to just have a new child. But if you want a child, or if you want to get pregnant, actually, Jupiter transiting the fifth house can bring you a new child or a new pregnancy. And Jupiter transiting the fifth house can also mean that you can be more lucky when it comes to I don't know, playing the lottery, or I don't know, in a casino. You just want to go to a casino. Actually, you can be more lucky during this time, and actually you can win some money. Jupiter transiting the fifth house can mean that you can be successful, or you can win some money at the lottery or in a casino. Now, if you are a Capricorn rising or a Capricorn sun, then transiting Jupiter will go through your fourth house. And this, first and foremost, can mean the fact that you can change your home. It can mean that you can just move abroad, start living abroad, or it can also mean just living in a different city or a different town than the town you are living in now. Now, this transit of Jupiter in Aries in the fourth house can also bring you a marriage, or it can bring you a new member in your family. For example, during this period of time, if you're a woman, you can get pregnant, or if you are a man, it can also mean that you will have a child. So basically, Jupiter transiting the fourth house can mean a extended family, or it can also mean that during this period of time, it would be really good for you if you have been wanting to buy a new house or a new property. This can be the right time for you to do it. However, it is also possible that you might invest a lot of money in that house or property. Okay, now, if you are a Aquarius rising or an Aquarius sun, then Jupiter transiting in Aries is going to go through your third house. Now, if you are still in school, this can mean that you are really lucky. I remember when I was in school and Jupiter was transiting my third house, I had very good grades, I want to say. So Jupiter transiting your third house can mean that during this period of time you can get higher or better grades than usual, even if you learn or you don't learn very much. But it can also mean, for example, if you're not in school, but this transit can also mean that you will attend new courses or you will take new courses, or that you will learn new skills that can actually contribute, and they will help you a lot with your career in the future. So when Jupiter is transiting your third house, you can, like I said, get new skills, but you can get very precious knowledge during this time, which is going to be very helpful for your career in the future. And if, for example, if you have a business, especially a online business, this can mean that you can see very good results and financial returns from your online business. Or if you have just a normal business, not necessarily a online business, it can also mean that you can come up with some very good ideas that you can implement in your career that will expand that it will expand your career, and it can also bring you over time some very good financial returns. Now, if you are a Pisces rising, or if you're a Pisces sun, then transiting Jupiter in Aries is going through your second house. Well, first and foremost, this can mean that you will earn more money. Basically, this is what Jupiter transiting your second house can mean. Whether you will have a pay rise. And by the way, during this period of time, it would really be a good idea for you to ask for a pay rise if you want one. Or it can also mean that you can get a second job, which can be well paid or better paid. Or it can mean that you can have, for example, a side hustle or a mini business on top of your job. So basically, this can mean that you can improve your income just by finding a new source of income. Now, Jupiter transiting your second house can also mean that you can learn more about how to make money, or how to invest, or how to find or how to start a new business, for example. Or you can find someone who can teach you a lot about financial education. So this was my interpretation for Jupiter transiting in Aries for the last 6 signs. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.